Welcome back, true believers. It's a Cosmic Comicsing. Today we're tackling Wonder Woman number 91. So pull up your chair and take a ride on the cosmic side.
Hey, my cosmic viewers. Here we are again with Wonder Woman issue 91. Today we're going to mend the front cover back together again. You're probably wondering, what's all this stuff doing on my desk? So let me try to explain this as best as I can. First off, on the very bottom, we have our interfacing fabric, which you can buy at Amazon. That's where I purchased mine for about $9. I believe the proper name for this is called white lightweight fusible interfacing for sewing. It's a weird name, but that's what they call it. This is more or less like your substitute for Ramee paper or Holotex. Not quite exactly the same, but it works. And then I got 2 pieces of stock paper sitting on top of the cover so it won't get dirty, and I got these weights, 2.5 weights, just holding it down. I went ahead and already aligned the cover nice and straight as best as I could. I purchased this self-healing mat to help me out square it out because it's got all the grid lines and stuff like that. That helps a lot. I got my methyl cellulose glue already pre-mixed. Pretty much this comes in a powder form. You mix it with some hot water, and it gets real thick. You wait till it clears up. If you have to have more water to it, you do as you please till you get that right consistency. You're probably thinking, why don't you just put some tape and call it a day, right? Well, you could. And let me tell you something about that tape, that document repair tape. CGC, from what I understand, will not get you a purple label, but I just don't like the way the tape looks, if that makes sense. I like the way the Tengojo looks. It looks a lot better to me, and it can get you a purple label or a gray label if done properly. So that's just your preference. You know, if you want to do the tape, that's fine, but I just choose to do this. And today I'm going to try something different. So normally I would soak the cover down to flatten it down, but since it's pretty flat, I feel like I don't have to soak it down with water. I got it pretty well lined up to my liking, where I think it's going to work just great. And what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to glue a few spots here and there just to hold it together, and then I'll let that dry real well and come back with my Tengojo paper, which I got right here. I haven't cut it to the perfect size yet, but we'll get to that point. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Enough jibber jabbing, and let's get to the process. Like I said, all I'm going to do is just, put little spots here and there just to hold it together. Get some glue going on. Just put a little dab in there. And let me get my little plastic spatula just to kind of hold it down flat. And I'm hoping this will work. And just a little bit here and there. Like I said, not too much. I think it's coming out pretty well. Take this off slightly. You guys remember, this is my little caster wheel that I bought at Harbor Freight for $1. Well, $1 and some change with taxes. But man, that thing works real good as far as like a steel ball. I like it. Okay. I think we are good as far as what I was trying to go for. Put a little bit more in the center. All right, we will let this dry up. I think I'm gonna say probably maybe around 40, 45 minutes. Get a good nice dry. and we will be back and put that Tengojo paper on it and get to work. Stay tuned. All right, so we're back. It's dried up good enough. I've already cut my strip of Tengojo paper. There it is. I kind of went ahead and done that ahead before I started the video, just so I won't bore you guys with cutting it from the sheet it comes in. It's a pretty good sized sheet, like this right here. I will be reinforcing around the staple area, just because I know offhand it tends to, like, I guess, be not as strong around that area when you go back to put the staples and the center pages. For some reason, it just kind of, it pops through on me. It's happened to me before, so just for safety precautions, I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce just those two areas, just with another little piece on top of those staple areas. So we are going to proceed to glue this Tengojo paper onto the cover. And I'll start from the center and kind of work my way outward. That's what you want to do. And try to keep it centered as much as possible. And once you start wetting it down with this methylcellulose glue, it starts to get a little bit harder to see. And I am being real on that. I don't know if you guys can see it. It kind of seems like it disappears until it dries up. And then you can see it a little bit better. But we'll do about half of this, and I'll go ahead and pause the video, and when we get back, this should be pretty much done. But you guys get the idea. We'll continue working on this, and I'll just work my way down. As you see how I started right here, just you spread it out, start from the center and flare it out. But yeah, that's pretty much the process, and we'll be back. Okay, so now I'm just finishing up the very last little bit of it. Like I said, I'm going to reinforce the staple area. That was a little bit of piece that I was going to put on there. And there it went. Again, start from the center and work your way out. You want to flare it out so it doesn't look so noticeable. And not sure if I mentioned this, but when you tear it, the Tengojo paper, you want to tear it. You don't want to cut it. I've done that mistake on purpose just to see what it looks like, and it looks terrible. I believe Dr. Phil, go check his channel out. He was the one that mentioned that, and didn't doubt the man by no means, just wanted to see how it looked. So I went ahead and tried it on a practice book, and yeah, it was exactly what you think it would be. You can see the line on it because the paper is just straight. The Tengojo paper is a straight cut. So when you tear it, it leaves these little flares on it. Let me get my spatula. These little fiber flares. And whenever you go to use your methylcellulose glue, you just kind of paste it on there and it flares out. So it spreads out and doesn't look so noticeable as if having a straight edge. But yeah, there it is. We're gonna let this dry for probably a solid few hours, really. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, just to get a nice good bond. And we'll be back and we'll continue on with the rest of the book. Stay tuned. Thank you. Okay, so we are back, and this thing is pretty well dry. Now you can see a little bit more of the Tengujo paper. Let me bring that up a little bit closer to you guys. You guys see that? Right there. Let's flip it around. And there is the line. Let me get right there. There we go. All the way down. Nice and straight. Here's the staple area right here and right here. But I think it came out pretty good. It is a shame that I can't leaf cast yet. And the key word is yet. I'm hoping to get there soon, just because I would love to try and leaf cast this area right here as well as this area right here. But maybe later on in the future we'll get up to that point. But I think it turned out pretty well. It's nice and solid. It's not going nowhere. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. The next step is the inner pages, which I've already mended together. Or sorry, not mended together, but I mended certain areas that required some attention. Not all the pages. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted and stay tuned.